Okay, I'm Larry Wyszynski, Associate Professor of Psychology at Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota.
Can you talk a bit about the topic of neuroethics?
I'll try. It's a relatively new field that exists at the interface between basically philosophy and neuroscience. And the term, I think, means different things to different people, but there are a few topics that come under this category. And I'll just give you one that very quickly comes to mind. And actually this interfaces too with the concept of neuro law. Here's the dilemma. Suppose that somebody commits a crime or a series of crimes, and then lo and behold we look in their brain and we see that there are dysfunctional connections and actual damage in their frontal lobes, which is an area of the brain that we think is involved in regulating a person's behavior. So then the question is, do you hold them morally responsible for their actions? And then you get into the category of, so what if you knew that you had some deficiencies in your frontal lobes? What is your obligation to repair those deficiencies or to seek medical attention for them? And if you didn't seek medical attention for them because you didn't know that you had a medical problem, does that absolve you of a level of responsibility that you would have if you knew you had these problems? And then you get into the issue of what is the larger role and responsibility of the society to help people with these problems. And I'll give you another example that kind of spins off from this. In the area of how to deal with and treat sex offenders, here's a dilemma. After people have served a crime, we have this assumption in U.S. law and in many countries that, okay, you've done your time, you've done, have given, paid your debt to society, and it's time to be released. An alternative way to look at it is, well, you have served your time, but you still have a damaged brain, and that damaged brain could result in significant problems in terms of the probability of basically committing the crime again. So then what do you do with that? Because we don't know what happens in the brains of people who have these predispositions, and therefore we also can't say to what degree can they control them and not control them. So to what degree do we hold them accountable? And neuroscience can begin to, I think, help us with a framework to begin to maybe think about these things in a way we haven't thought about them before.